Welcome back to Nerdocracy, the show for nerds governed by nerds. We are your hosts and humble nerdocrats, Alberto, Tom, and myself. New year,
Absolutely
same
incorrect on the pointing, but yeah.
New year, same me.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Especially you, Tom. It's been like 2 months or some shit.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, not much, man. You know, same old shit, just New Year, pretty much. Happy New Year, gentlemen.
Yes, Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, lads. Happy New Year, everybody.
Alberto, you good? Rocking your Tron Ares hat?
Yeah. Nah,
You're gonna campaign like Snyderverse for the
I should,
continuation.
I should, but there's nothing to shoot or campaign with, so I don't know.
Aren't there like McFarlane figures for those? Or was it Hasbro? Someone did.
I'm trying to come back. Don't make me buy Tron Ares.
I'm not making you buy jack shit. Especially not Tron Ares.
Especially the hat will do. So yeah, whoever's watching, it's not a bad movie. You should watch it. Give it a break. So it's good. Now,
but does it end where like it planned on continuing?
Yeah, and it was a good way to move forward with the series because they cleaned up. The Tron Legacy wasn't bad, but they fixed whatever actors were missing or storylines do you think were going to be in there, and they funneled it in a way that it was gonna work. I think, even going back to the 80s with Flynn and everything. So it was. I kind of thought it was good, man. I don't know the hate, but apparently the lead character is not too many people are fond of him. But
that's
what are we gonna do?
I'm pretty sure that like you get one problematic person and you put him in the starring role, especially as problematic as Jared Leto is. It's going to put a lot of people off, and rightfully so. However, it's not going to stop me from like watching the movie now that it's free on Disney Plus, right? I'm not like throwing money at it or anything. Would I have liked to see it in the movie theater? For sure, but I also wasn't going to rush out to go see it.
But after seeing it, I thought, oh, this would have been good watching IMAX, because the action sequences are fantastic with the bikes outside and everything. It's with the real world component comes in with the when they clash, they did very good job, and I don't know. It's a shame that they got so much backlash, and it's apparently not going to move forward. But we'll see in the future.
Not for that budget. That's another thing. They kind of just stack the deck against themselves by setting a budget like that on a movie like that. It's like, no, try to make it for 80 to 100 million, and then your goal only needs to be what it made, 300-400 million. But when your budget's ballooning after marketing to over $200 million, you're fucked. You're never going to make that back.
Yeah, it's hard to do a movie like that though, at like a much lower budget with the amount of special effects that they wanted to do, because you got to make sure you pay those special effects people the craziness.
Because the effects are nice, dude. Legacy did a hell of a job, but the effects here are nice. It doesn't look like they skimped on it. There was, and the funny thing is, if you see it, you kind of feel that Leto was a producer in the movie, so he's very involved in the making of the movie. There was love behind this movie. There was actual intent to push the franchise forward, and that's the feeling I got when I was watching it. And then after the credits, I was like, God damn, man, I wish they would have at least given it a chance. But I don't know, man, because he does a good job, and you kind of feel with his character through. So it's not something that you're like, oh, it's Jared Leto and he's blah. No, you actually like to see where his character is evolving to, or what he is becoming. And the clash with the real world and the digital world, it's very interesting premise. So I enjoyed it, man. So I recommend it now that it's in Disney Plus. So it's a good watch. It's fun.
Yeah, I plan on watching it when I have time, for sure.
Yeah. That was not on my bingo card. For if you would have asked me, what is probably the first thing you guys will talk about come 2026? Tron Ares.
Tron Ares is not it.
Well, I said I was going to surprise you boys, though.
Yeah, no kidding. Since we do have a lot to talk about, so it is 2026, and we are going to spend the first show of the new year by talking about last year, because that's fun.
That's what you do.
That's what you do. That's what you do. But I know you guys are probably very similar to me in the sense that you love lists. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's why I do what I do for a living. I make lists for a living, and I love lists. I'll watch people's shows. Top 10 this, top 5 that. I'm a sucker for lists. So this is like exciting, like most exciting thing.
I love end of year lists for sure. I like
Yeah.
reading more than I enjoy watching shows. Kind of go through them because I usually just want to see them, and I'm like, just give me the list instead of like getting their way to talk about them. Unless it's like for some reason, video games is the one I listen to.
For me, it's figures. I like to see the figure and why and the explanation why it is what it is and so on.
Video games used to years ago. I could have spent hours talking about.
Same here, man. That's
what
I told. I told Tom was if Warhammer expansions count, that's the only thing I can talk about.
And that's when I was like, maybe we don't talk about video games.
Yeah.
Shame. Yeah.
I played one video game last year. I think it was last year. Might have been the year before. When did Space Marine 2 come out?
2 years ago.
24.
Yeah. Shit. So I didn't play any video games this year.
Well, there's a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones.
Oh God, I know. Claire Obscure is like top of my list because that's right.
I played Doom. I played Doom. Was that this year?
That was this year, I believe. The Dark Ages.
Donkey Kong Bona.
That was this year too.
Well, I'm not that. I got you beat.
All right.
I got you beat.
Yeah, I haven't played shit. I played Tacticus on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys want to get into the list?
Let's just do it. Let's dive right in.
Right,
Stop the preamble and go for it.
I'm ready. All right, so we're gonna start with movies.
Okay.
We'll do top 5 and we'll go round table. So we'll start with Alberto. You'll do 5. Tom, you'll do 5. I'll do 5. Till we get to our number 1 favorite movie of 2025. Okay. Alberto, what you got, brother? What's number 5?
For number 5, I have Superman. This year. So yes, reason being why it's number 5 because I was kind of expecting it the way to go with James Gunn handling it, and that's not saying anything in bad way. So
no, it's on your top 5 favorite movies of the year.
Exactly. So yeah. So
you don't have to apologize for it.
No, but I love where they're taking the franchise. I love it's more comic book and hopeful and more to the Superman that I think all of us were used to growing up. And I'm not dissing what Snyder did with his movies either way, because I enjoyed part of his universe. But I kind of like the way they're going here. I remember first watch when I thought in the theater, I was kind of skeptical in the first 20 minutes of the movie. And I think we all talked about it past year about this, and then it kept getting and growing on one, and I think in the second watch it got better, and the third watch it even better. So it's that kind of movie. So but I think there are a couple of other movies that came out this year that I think go a little bit over Superman, but that's why it's my number 5 this year. So
all right,
nice. Good movie.
Yeah, it is good. I'm surprised. I wondered if it would make it into anyone's 5. I figured it would make it into Tom's before it made it into yours, Alberto.
Yeah.
Damn it. That way.
Yeah.
But Tom, number 5.
My number 5 is a relatively recent one, but I've actually seen it multiple times at this point, and it is Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man.
So good.
I really like that movie a lot, which shouldn't be surprising because the very first Knives Out I adore. I love it a lot. Glass Onion, I think, was a step down from that. So I was a little skeptical going in. I'm like, are they going to capture the magic of the first one, or is it going to be going back to kind of the second one and kind of keep going down, diminishing returns, as they say? But definitely not. No, it was excellent, and I could not predict where it was going the entire time. I had an idea, but like they kept throwing me for a loop, and I thought, all right, it's one of these mystery movies. It might not hold up on second rewatch. The first one I could watch over and over and over again. It's great. And then I was at my mom's house for Christmas. And so I was like, have you seen the new Knives Out? Let's watch it. And I enjoyed it just as much the second time as I enjoyed it the first time. And it was like, okay, this is as rewatchable as the first one. Yep. So it is a solid number 5 on my list.
It was an honorable mention for me. The movie one was hard for me. Like TV shows, a little difficult. Figures, super easy because I bought very little. But movies was hard because I've watched so many movies. So I struggled with Knives Out, One Battle After Another, Weapons, Black Bag. I'm like, all these movies I'm trying to squeeze into my top 5. So that one almost made it. I agree with you. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's not easy to this day and age to get surprised in a movie, and I think that movie accomplishes well, and that's a big factor, at least for me, that keeps me on the toes until the very end. So it's a good movie. It could have been in my list in the top 5, but there are other movies that I think that you boys might agree that deserve those 4 spots.
Well, number 5 because it's number 5 on mine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. And I don't know Jordan, so I'm jumping ahead. Yeah. So maybe
let's go.
Number 5 for me. We talked about this on the show. I believe Tom was present for that show, but it is The Long Walk.
Yes.
The Stephen King film. Well, it's not a Stephen King film.
Based on a Stephen King book.
Based on a Stephen King book. That one stuck with me. It's one of those that I don't think I'll ever forget.
Yeah.
Not only is it timely and very heavy, but it's like one of those movies that when you see it, you know it's one of those that you're never going to forget. And there's some that's a bad thing, like Deliverance. I saw Deliverance. I remember Deliverance, and I wish I could never see Deliverance again. I wish it was gone out of my mind, but it's there. The Long Walk is there and sad, but I'm glad that I saw it. And it's so hard to describe. It's so depressing. So not great to recommend to folks. Like, yeah, this is a really good depressing movie. You're going to love it. But the performances are phenomenal. The thematic materials are timely, which is both good and bad. But at the end of the day, it's just one of those that sticks with you and leaves you sad, but also hopeful in an odd way. Once again, very hard to describe unless you've seen it. But
I've heard nothing but good things about it, though, for sure. So I'm not surprised.
Is it out already?
Probably.
You could purchase it. I don't think it's rentable yet. I can't remember.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, that's top 5. That's top 5 for me. Long Walk, and that was hard. It was hard to squeeze that one in because it had to beat out a lot of really good movies. Alberto, number 4. What do you got, brother?
Number 4, it is Predator Badlands. Number 4.
So, on my honorable mentions.
I saw it with Jordan, and
I'm jealous you guys got to see that together. That's so cool.
Yeah, the experience, it made it even better too for me.
And we had the theater all literally for ourselves. There was nobody there, so nobody bothered us. And with the new laser technology, made it even sweeter. I like where the franchise is going. I like that they explored the Yautja world a little bit more, the language, the culture, and just the way that the story was told, even though it's a family movie, and it's the violence was not bloody because there were no human beings basically on the planet, but there was violence as hell in the movie. So I really like where they're taking this storyline, and I hope that we get to see them again in the future. So and I really it was one of those very cool popcorn flicks that you just go to have fun, and it was a really fun experience just to be there in the movies, watching that movie. So that's why it's number 4.
Very, very good movie. I enjoyed that one a lot. And it's definitely one that because I saw it on digital, it's out already on digital, and I was like, once that price drops, I will buy it, and then I will watch it again and again for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, what do you got?
Now, isn't it?
It's you.
Number 4, I had a tough time choosing this one over another one that I ended up knocking down to my honorable mentions because it's another Marvel movie, but Thunderbolts is my number 4 movie, and it knocked Fantastic Four off my top 5, which is shocking. I know. But because Thunderbolts is one of those movies that surprised me when I went to go see it. I enjoyed every second of it, seeing how much practical application of filmmaking they put into that. Like that initial scene of Yelena jumping off the tallest building in the world, she actually did that. It's like insane. And it was just such a nice surprise that when it came out on digital, I have watched it probably like 3 or 4 times since then. It's like an easy movie to put on the background and have over and over. And I enjoyed the messaging that they had in there, like don't push down that darkness, talk with the people around you kind of thing, that building of a family. And I don't love that they changed or trying to change the title of this New Avengers to kind of give, towards the end of it, but I think Marvel's one to not really keep spoilers anymore. They kind of just throw it out day two. But if I took even that little bit out of it, it was just such a fun movie from start to finish, and I wasn't expecting it. So it kind of just, I don't know, blindsided me in a good way.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it.
Alberto, have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't. I gotta watch
So
it. It might have been in my list by everything I've seen and heard. So yeah, I will watch it. I promise.
Is one of those actors that I will just watch now. If she's in something, I will watch it because she's in it. Like, she's really just enjoyable to watch.
Yep. And there's not a whole lot of those left. Like, for me, like, I used to have a lot. Now either they don't make that many movies or I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would agree. She's up there. Yeah. Okay. Number 4. My number 4. So something we talked about on the show. But I also do not remember if Tom was present. That is Jay Kelly. Definitely vastly different than the type of movies that we especially talk about.
He was in that show.
Yeah. It's the George Clooney film, Adam Sandler.
Right. Okay, yes. Thank you. I was like, I don't think I was on that show because I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, you were here.
Yes, I do remember. George Clooney one about basically an actor
himself.
Right?
It's an actor that is looking back on his life as an actor, and it gets all the stupid, goofy Hollywood entourage stuff in there, as well as showing you this actor at the end of his career asking himself, was all of this fame and all of this worth it? Like, did it mean anything at all? And I said this when I reviewed it, but it coming from George Clooney just feels like it hits. Like, he's actually, looking inside when he's portraying this character, Jay Kelly, and being like, this is me. Like, did any of this shit matter? So it's really good. And you get to the end and I cried. So any movie that makes me cry, which isn't all that difficult, but it did make me cry. And if you can do that, then you're probably going to make it in my top 5.
That's great.
So Jay Kelly, number 4. All right,
I have
number
to watch
3.
that. I do enjoy
you should.
Yeah.
It's great. And it's a nice lift, from the type of fit, great. Yeah, if you want to be uplifted, watch Jay Kelly. Alberto, what do you got? Number 3, man.
Number 3, the Fantastic Four. I really didn't. I think this was my superhero movie for the year. It was Kirby-esque. It could stand alone in its own universe. The effects were fantastic. That meeting with Galactus, to the whole escape scene, to the Silver Surfer through the black hole. I think it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen on an IMAX theater ever. And Galactus dropping down. When he spoke, my chair vibrated. So that was pretty fucking fantastic. So just as the name of the movie implies. So I hope they don't fuck it up. And my wish was that it could be a standalone trilogy and maybe bring 1-2 superheroes in and not screw it up. But I'm kind of afraid for what might happen with Doomsday. So
the Russos have proven to be very capable of handling other franchises in the way that is very true, I think, to the original version of those franchises. Like, Guardians felt like the Guardians in those movies, which was, I think, the one that I was worried about. So I think they'll do well.
I God hear you, brother. So hopefully the new gods hear you. So but yes, I love the retro look of it, and getting to see Thing, a worthy somebody play. I know his name, but I can't pronounce it. Eben
Moss Baccarat.
Yeah,
I just call him cousin.
Awesome.
Yeah, so he plays a fantastic Thing, which is one of my second Marvel character of all time. So second to Spider-Man. So it was just, as the name implied, again, fantastic. And to watch it in the theater was a treat. So that's number 3.
So I had Fantastic Four as my number 6. I did list out further beyond, and I was like, because Thunderbolt, I pushed Thunderbolt up, and I was like, Knives Out has to be in my top 5. I was like, Fantastic Four is right under it, and I just want to. I love that movie a lot. I have watched it since. It's just, it's a good one. They did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
A quick question before your 3, Tom. Am I freezing, or is it just Alberto? Is it just Tom that's freezing?
It's you both.
Oh, great.
From my end, it's you, Tom. I can hear you. You know, your sound does not stop, but you're both freezing. You're both lagging on my end. I don't know if
Jordan,
it's me.
You're freezing for me, but not your audio. So every time you freeze, I can still hear you just fine.
Okay.
And
I'll
I
just
will say,
do the...
yeah, there you go. Every time, all week long, my internet has been a fucking roller coaster. So apologies if it cuts out.
Yeah.
So
yeah, me too. Just wanted to make sure, as long as we can hear each other, we can continue on.
Oh no, I can hear you boys fine. It's just the video is a bit stop motion, but yeah, we're good.
Okay. So my number 3 is one I know for a fact will be on neither of your two's list because you guys aren't as anime pilled as I am. But Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc, made it onto my top 3 of the year. Yeah. It was such a profound experience watching that movie. Like, I had read that arc. I love that arc in the book. But going to see it in the movies, there was something I just wasn't expecting how moving it was throughout the whole thing and how gorgeously animated. The music was incredible. The action was bombast, yet perfectly suited for each of the characters. It took my breath away, and I was on the verge of crying at certain scenes, which is about usually as far as I normally get in the theater, is like on the verge of crying, which was kind of profound for an anime movie. Yeah. So I love that. And if you haven't watched the first season of Chainsaw Man, I suggest it because you need to have seen that before you see this because it is a continuation.
Yep.
But it deserves your attention if you're into that kind of thing.
I think we
now, Jordan really frozen for me.
No, yeah. If he hasn't let go of his nose by now,
and he's gone.
He would have been passed out.
Yeah, that's true. Because it froze with him like. We'll give it a second before to give Jordan a chance to return. And I wanted to see if you had any other honorable mentions, Alberto, on your list, things that didn't make your top 5. Off on the side.
Weapons was there. What else? Him. You saw him? You haven't seen
So him was on my list to watch, and then me and my girlfriend were on New Year's Day trying to catch up on a lot of 2025 movies. Yeah. And I brought that one up, and the second she saw the Rotten Tomatoes score, she was like, no. And I was like, oh man, I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes score. I still want to see it. So I have not seen it.
Because I used to compete, as sports. I used to do judo back in college. And if you've gone through training experience, you sympathize with what's going on in the movie. And it's also based on the cult of money / supernatural element. I don't want to spoil it because it's a really freaky. It's a cool, they took a cool theme and made something really good. And Marlon Wayans is fantastic in the movie, dude. It's really knocked it out of the park.
He looked good from the trailers. It looked really good. So Jordan, we just kind of talking honorable mentions while we were waiting for you to come back. So we are ready for your number 3.
Good. Well, I lost all my notes, so I'll have to try to remember. My number 3 was Sinners. Sinners was 3 for me.
Yeah. That was on my honorable mentions, and I'm even wearing my Sinners t-shirt today.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
You can't, because all you can see is the very top.
No, I should have known from just being able to read the top.
Yeah. Dance with the Devil.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that one, Alberto?
I will not. I will plead the 5th.
Oh God, dude, it's so
good.
I need to inquire more, maybe off camera, because the movie deserves to be seen. It's great.
I can't comment. So not yet, but yeah.
Okay. That was my number 7 on my extended list. So it was right behind Fantastic Four with Sinners. I really enjoyed it.
I struggled with it being number 1. And a lot of what annoys me is like I've talked to a couple people and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's just From Dusk Till Dawn, at a different time." I'm like, "Fuck no, it's not.
It's very much.
It is not even remotely the same."
Yeah.
And if someone has that, if you hear that argument from someone, all I can tell you is that person's opinion is not worth listening to,
It's a
watch
fucking
Sinners.
Idiot. It's a fucking idiot. Yeah, just watch it.
Yeah.
That person has not seen both of those movies to like and
No
paid
shit.
attention to it. They were on their phone through probably both.
Oh, everything about it, top to bottom. There's like not a single thing about that movie that I didn't thoroughly enjoy. And the ending, chef's kiss, so good.
See, Michael B is another one of those actors that I will generally watch. Same thing with Haley Steinfeld, and they're both in that movie. So
yes,
great,
100%. So yeah, Sinners was 3, and that was hard not to be higher, but yeah, it was 3. So number 2, Alberto.
Well, this is where it got really tough between 1 and 2. So, but number 1 ended up winning over Frankenstein, which is my second pick.
I thought Frankenstein was your number 1. So
no,
Yeah.
Frankenstein. I think we've gushed and spoke about this movie for a couple of episodes. We even made did a giveaway based on the movie. It's a work of art. It's a fantastic. It's just watching art on film. It's cinematography, from music, from the practical effects, from you'll cry, you'll laugh, you'll suffer through it. It's an emotional roller coaster, and Del Toro was literally born to do that on film. So I think it'll go down maybe in 100 years as one of those movies that we'll keep rewatching. Yeah, like, and whoever decides to do another Frankenstein, I think is gonna have a very, very difficult job. But this is a movie that will be studied and will be seen for a couple of generations down the line. So
I
cannot fathom what would beat it out for number 1. Yeah,
same. I'm
excited.
I'm excited. Yeah, same here. Frankenstein is on my honorable mentions. I thought the movie was absolutely gorgeous. I wish I got to see it in the theater. No theater was over here playing it, which is a massive shame. Yeah. I'm very concerned for the Netflix buys every studio future with their whole things are going to be in the movies for 2 weeks and then gone. And I'm like, well, if it's 2 weeks and then limited screenings, I'm never going to have a chance to go see those things.
Mm. No, they got fuck you money, so they can build their own theaters and do whatever the hell they want, which I think
they build their own goddamn theaters and keep stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
All right. Tom's number 2.
My number 2 was one that surprised the hell out of me, and it instantly shot up to like my favorites. Was One Battle After Another. That movie was a hell of a lot of fun, and just holy shit, the acting in it was fantastic from tops to bots, and just I couldn't get over all the characterizations, like Leo's change from the beginning of the movie to where we see him, and then watching him through that whole scenario that happens. I was losing it. I was like, I could not pull myself away from the screen. I was like, this is moving in a way that I'm just like, I'm gripped. I don't want to stop watching this like at all. And I'm just loving every second that's happening in front of me. And just holy shit, what a film.
Oh,
so
and the one part where he's like, man, I've abused drugs and alcohol for the last 15 years of my life. Tell me some slack or whatever he says. It's so good.
I have been in the exact scenario where I have been so high for words, and then I've gotten one of those phone calls that's like traumatic and you need to be on. And I'm like, and so I've been in that exact scenario where I was like, this is the worst freaking time for this to be happening. So when that happened to him, I was like, oh my God, I know exactly what he's going through. And he acted it perfectly. Like, perfectly. And he's just swearing. I was like, come on, man, just tell me what the location of the It's like, yeah, so good. So good.
Yeah, I struggled with that one too, because we just watched it like last week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we watched that and Eddington, which couldn't be on two more opposite ends of the spectrum for me. One is so great, the other is so fucking terrible. I don't know if you've seen Eddington. Don't waste your time.
No.
But yeah, One Battle is great.
Begonia first, and then we did One Battle.
Ooh, I want to see Begonia.
I liked it, but then I was like, oh, this is great. And then I watched One Battle. I'm like, was Begonia actually good compared to this? I don't know, because this is something fucking else. This is transcendent.
Yeah. Well, at least you watched the good ones second.
Yes.
Because we watched one battle, and then I think it's HBO Max just transitioned us into Eddington. You know how it does?
Gotcha.
It's like, okay, watch this movie. So we get hooked on the beginning of Eddington, and then it's one of the weirdest fucking movies I've ever seen, and not in a good way.
I don't even know
Like,
it.
it's so stressful and so weird. So weird.
Yeah. Well, Jordan, give us your number 2 then. Give us one that's good.
My number 2, we've already talked about it. Alberto basically covered all the bases, so I'll just slot it in at number 2 and move along, and that is Fantastic Four.
There you go. Nice.
I will add that I was in my YouTube Wrapped in the top 0.1% of listeners to Michael Giacchino for the Fantastic Four First Step soundtrack, because I blasted that shit when I was working out like every day for 2 solid months. Love the score. Love the movie. It was almost
soundtrack. On soundtrack score, I will say Chainsaw Man, that soundtrack, the score for that one has been on my repeat. So
see, that adds so much more to a movie for me. If the score gets me invested as well, then it's like layered. Like, I love it for so many reasons, and then I take it home with me, which makes me want to go back to the movie theater and see it again because I've been jamming out to the soundtrack. So yeah, means a lot. Get your scores right, please. Movies, get your scores right. Avatar, I'm talking to you. The third movie score should have been so much better. Anyway, I digress. Alberto, we got to hear your number 1 because I cannot imagine what it is.
Yeah.
Well, my number 1, boys, was a recent watch because I already made my list before I flew out for vacation. So I watched it just a little bit after one of those nights I had nothing to do back in the hotel, and it's Sinners.
Oh, all right.
Okay, awesome. So that's why you pleaded the 5th. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So it is one hell of a movie, and and I will tell you why. Since I grew up in Puerto Rico, we have a lot of African history and a lot of Native American history and a lot of superstition mixed with religion, and it's all part of growing up in the island. So this movie, and I also am an absolute sucker for period horror movies, and especially since Mom, and I think we talked about when Sean was here, I think with the Anne Rice, with the Southern vampire culture and all that stuff. So it kind of hit on all the notes that I like, and it sucked me in since the beginning. Plus, going back to what you were just literally talking about, the score in the movie is absolutely fantastic. It's a mix of jazz, blues, rock, soul, and African music, and the acting is so good, the casting is so good. Michael B. Jordan, he's a fantastic actor. It's a shame he was a villain cast in Marvel, because I think there are 20 superheroes I think he could play easily and still be on the run for it. Haley Steinfeld did fantastic in the movie. I love the fact that it touched racial. Even the vampires were not racist in this movie. Even they were the bad guys, because they said, "Oh, you're part of the clan." No, we're not. We're not there. We just want you to join
the vampires. Yeah,
be happy. Just be part of the hive. We're not the fucking clan. So but we'll let you know that we'll let you know that they're planning. They want you to kill. They even wanted to kill you. So we'll give you a heads up with that. So And and I love that they put it in the after World War I, during the Depression, and the Chicago Prohibition era with all the mob things that was going on up there, and they brought it down south. I could keep talking for hours, so shut me up. I know we got more lists to do, but this fucking film is fantastic. You should go out and see it, and I hope it takes all the Oscars it's going to be nominated for, hopefully. So I haven't seen one battle after the other. I've heard good things, and Benicio's my boy.
Watch that shit.
Oh, Benicio's so good.
So so
Sensei.
Yeah. But Sinners for the win, all the way.
Nice. Yeah, that's great. I'm so glad that it wasn't. I was worried when you said that you wouldn't talk about it, that it was going to be something problematic that I knew nothing about that
No,
movie.
no.
And I was so happy it was the other thing. It was the exact opposite.
I'm not gonna
number one.
blindside you boys that way. So no, I would have given you a heads up, but no, I know. I just wanted, because he was going into Sinners. Have you watched Sinners? I can't fucking talk about it yet, but I'll get there. But yeah, that's my number one, boys.
All right. So my number one will probably come as no surprise because I hadn't mentioned it yet. But Superman, I loved that movie. After seeing it the first time, I was like, okay, that was a great Clark Kent Superman. Like, oh my God, David Gordon Sweat did a great job. I have watched that movie more times than I can count since it came out. It's what I put on in the background whenever I'm doing anything around the house. So it's probably been on this house like 20, 30 times at this point. And I still find myself sitting down and watching certain scenes, namely the one where him and Lois are hashing it out and having that interview. And that is not a scene. When you talk about a big budget superhero punching, kicking kind of movie that you would think would be the scene of the movie, just two characters talking. And boy, did they kill their respected roles, because they're the embodiment of those characters. This is the Superman that I have wanted since growing up, and we've started getting these new modern superhero tales. This is the Superman movie I've been waiting for. Before this, it was obviously the 70s Superman, and then I feel like we haven't gotten a true Superman movie since. There's been some good actors in the role, for sure, but this one actually captured that spirit of hope that character embodies, like you had said earlier, Alberto, and that just took it away from me. And yeah, I loved it. I loved it so much. I can't wait for more. Did we lose Jordan?
We're getting more.
Oh, there he is.
I think we're gonna lose him. No,
fight it!
Stay with us. Walk into the light.
His internet's like. Give it a second, Jordan, because you are like Vaseline covered lens. There you go.
Am I back?
Right. Yep.
All right, I'm back. All right, real quick. My number one, Frankenstein. Good night.
Yeah.
Before you lose me, Frankenstein. Once again, Alberto said all the great things. He's way better at articulating it. He is a lawyer. Frankenstein.
And he's gone.
Well, I'm glad Alberto said it, because we're not going to hear Jordan said it.
Probably not. No. What internet is it? Infinity? What the hell?
Infinity War, yes.
Yeah. Infinity War.
All right, I'm going to fix this. You guys can move it. If you can hear me, you can move into TV shows.
Okay, well, we'll talk about some more honorable mentions. We only heard one while you fix it. Let us know when you're back. Okay. If you're doing it live while there, because you actually look crystal clear right now.
I do.
I just wanted to say my 6 through, I only got to 9 because I couldn't pick a number 10. Picking that last number on my list is always the hardest part. But I went from 6 Fantastic Four, 7 was Sinners, 8 Frankenstein, and 9 was Predator Badlands. For my those would be my honorable mentions for my top 5, and they were all basically in contention for my number 5 slot. Really, until one battle after another when I watched that, and that had me shift my entire freaking list.
Yeah, that's what Sinners did to me. Yeah, basically, fucked up. Such a good movie, man.
Really is. I love vampire movies too.
Yeah,
it's just so good.
Do we lose him again?
No, he's been staring longingly at something in the bottom right-hand corner of his screen. It looks like he's just staring at his own name.
Yeah.
Did you have any other movies on your honorable mention?
No, I think that was it, man. I haven't had time to watch much else, but I gotta watch one battle after the other because I love Benicio, so I gotta watch that one. I was gonna ask you, did you get your Superman from Hot Toys?
No, I don't think Sideshow's gotten theirs.
I got a delay notice, so
whatever. I'm swimming in toys. I don't need more toys.
Yeah.
It's fine right now. Although that was the one when Hot Toys first brought me on for the blogger stuff. It was before that figure even came out, and I was like, "Oh man!" When they first sent me the message, I hoped they were just asking me to shoot it. That's what I was like. I didn't realize that they were going to ask me to do blogger stuff for them. So I was like, "Oh man, if they're just asking me to shoot their Superman figure, the answer is yes." That's what I want.
without a doubt.
Yeah, and it's been like 6 months and still no figure. But,
no, man, it's the only cancellation I haven't gone through with them. But yeah, so.
Do you have any movies on your list outside of One Battle that you need to see from 2025?
Yeah, Thunderbolts. That's the one that's
yes,
eluding me. Yeah, but I got to see him in Spain, and I saw The Conjuring. I saw Tron. I saw Sinners. That's my flight back over here. What's the other thing I saw? And him surprised me, man. Don't pay attention to the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Oh no, I wouldn't. My girlfriend paid attention to the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Even if you don't like the sub, it's so well acted, and it's it's one of those movies that catches you off guard. I was like, what the hell is going on? What's this? Oh, this is getting very dark, very deep, and and
it's on my short list.
Yeah,
for sure. For things to watch.
What movie?
Him.
The football movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do not skip it. Watch it. You watched it? You saw it?
No. Once again, not because Rotten Tomatoes scores, but because some of the people I watched that review films really didn't like it. And normally my views align with theirs. So I skipped it. But if you say it's worth a watch, I'll try it.
I told Tom the premise was I used to do, you boys know this, I used to compete for judo back in college, and I know the training regimen that go, and I kind of felt sympathetic to the guy because I've puked in I've gone through basically most, but it starts to going down a road that you have to choose whether to, it's basically like sell your soul, and it gets a little bit supernatural and a bit weird and dark, and and Marlon Wayans, that he hasn't acted, I don't know, since God knows, does such a fantastic job in this movie, dude. That he's intense, and you really fear him, dude. He really.
I'll watch it. Yeah,
but instead of watching movies, why don't we transition into?
I tried to say that while I was cutting out. I could hear you guys, but you couldn't hear me. I was like, just go to TV shows. Go to TV shows.
Nope.
Shows. Is my turn, or we're gonna flip?
Sure, it's your turn. Number five. Let's go for it.
Number 5, Stranger Things, because finally it's over. After God knows how many years.
It's in my top 5.
That's not usually what you want to hear.
It's over.
Yeah, like number 5 on the best of the year. Thank God it's over.
It's been a hell of a ride. It's D&D at its best. I think it's nostalgia candy for all of us. So, especially the tabletop and role-playing games back in the day. I think it's a proper ending, a good ending, although the dialogues gets cringy as hell.
Oh, yeah. I think 5 was the worst.
Then I had to fast forward, I think, 1, because I could not tolerate basically how they acted and so much time they spend now.
How did this make your number 5? If this is what you're saying, you
fast
forward through any of my top 5 shows.
No, some of the dialogues in the end it was cringy, but I went back and I suffered through it. But
again, not describing a top 5 movie.
Because I think it deserved to be in the top 5 because I really enjoyed all the episodes until the last 20 minutes of the last episode.
I think it was the last 45 minutes. I
must have fallen asleep at some point.
They did the Return of the King thing where they're like, all right, half of the movie is going to be the battle, the other half is just going to be crying scenes.
Even they took the end credits from the Return of the King. So but it's up there. They did a fantastic job to close out the whole show, I think, and nobody got nobody got killed, so everybody left happy. So I think
left no time in between saying spoilers and then saying the spoilers.
Well, man, it's been 12 days. Everybody's seen it. So but that's number 5, Stranger Things.
All right.
Stranger Things didn't even make my top mention or honorable mentions because I loved the first half of the final season. The second half I thought was just a downward spiral for what I was. And before season 5 started, Stranger Things was in my top television shows top 5 list of all time. And I think that like the 5th and final season, I just didn't like how it wrapped personally.
Same.
I will say, I think my top 5 TV is going to be unlike everybody else's. I don't think anything that's on my list will show up on any of yours. So I will just go. I won't talk much about them either. I'll just say number 5 is Paradise, which if you guys haven't
I've
seen
been
it yet,
meaning to watch. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch.
fantastic. What a good show about the end of the world, and it kind of sadly is prescient with some stuff happening these days. But I just think I don't want to say much about it other than it deserves to be seen. And season 2 is coming out soon, so give it a shot. It's really good.
Like when I see it, it reminds me of Lost.
It has no similar things to Lost.
I know, but for some reason it reminds me of Lost, and so like my guard goes up, and I'm like, no, I don't want to watch this. I can't do it again. I won't let myself.
Well, they're not in purgatory the whole time. I will say that.
Right.
Yeah. That's what it was, because I didn't even finish that fucking series.
It was the thing that everybody said at the beginning of Lost, that they're like, oh, they're in purgatory. Like the island isn't real, like kind of thing. Anyway, so yeah, Paradise, number 5. Jordan,
I think Stranger Things and Lost really encapsulate how hard, and Game of Thrones, all the most popular shows ever, really encapsulate how hard it is to stick the landing on a TV show. Mm-hmm. Like it's very rare that anyone ever does it.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but in that note, that's why number 5 on my top TV shows is something that only lasted 1 season, and that is The Beast in Me. We talked about it briefly on the show. Claire Danes and Matthew Rhys.
Got canceled or
no, limited run. One and done.
Okay, one and done. Got it.
Yep. One and done. Number 5 for me. Phenomenal acting, even if there is a bit much heavy breathing at times. I just wanted to stop Claire and be like, "You're a phenomenal actress. Please, God,
take a breath.
One deep breath. You don't have to take 7 deep breaths every 5 seconds." But other than that being distracting, it's beautifully shot, beautifully acted. Great show. Highly recommend. Yeah, that's number 5 for me.
All right, number 4.
Alberto, hopefully you like number 4 more than you like Stranger Things.
Yeah, really. Number 4 is ongoing. I don't know if it counts, but I don't have time to watch too much TV. It's Fallout.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
I forgot about it altogether.
I didn't put it in because only 2 episodes had aired before the new year, so I was like,
yeah. So, but the first 2 episodes has so much video game nostalgia, so much little Easter eggs that I was gushing over in enjoyment watching the series. I love that fucking ghoul. Walton Goggins is, I don't know, I think maybe an underrated actor because he's fantastic in whatever he does. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm really enjoying the care and the love they put in. Hopefully they're doing all the things I wanted them to do with the series. So hopefully they'll finish strong. They do a good landing with this one because it's looking like it's going that direction. So Fallout is number 4, boys.
Fallout is a fantastic show. I love it. I look forward to it week to week. Yeah, what a good one. It's been great. It's one of those that has multiple storylines, and I love every single storyline. There's not one weak one. I'm enjoying anytime they cut to anything, they cut to the past.
The Brotherhood, the ghoul, everything is good. Good.
So my number 4 is one I know for certain neither of you boys have seen because I have brought it up on the show before. It is Fiona and Cake season 2. It is a spin-off show from Adventure Time. And season 2, when I first started, I was like, "What with this?" Because season 1 kind of ended definitively, and I thought that there was just going to be a one and done kind of season. And then they picked up, and I'm like, what story are they going to tell? And they ended up telling a actually really compelling story that ended up going deeper into the backstories of characters that I have been following for decades at this point. Because I can't even remember when Adventure Time first aired. I want to say in the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
And it got me, even when I finished it, it got me to put Adventure Time from episode 1 back on in the background while I was doing stuff. And I'm now in the middle of season 3. So I've just kind of been going through it all. And I'm like, now I know the backstory of your entire character and yours. It's great. I love it. So definitely worth it if you're an Adventure Time fan. Give Fiona and Cake.
I am. So I gotta, it's on my list to do. So yeah, to watch.
Nice. All right. My number 4 is It. Welcome to Derry. Which
my honorable mentions.
Yeah, it didn't make it in your. It almost didn't make it, but the more I thought about it, I really liked because we talked about it. We talked about it weekly.
Yes,
there were a lot of net cons for me to the show. between the CG and some of the characters and character arcs. But by the time they brought it
CG
home,
was brutal.
yeah, so bad. But by the time they brought it home in the end, maybe it's just Richie running through the snow, giving Pennywise the finger. That alone made it, brought
That
the
was
show
so
in my
good.
top 4. It was so good. And I'm still
That
not sure where they're
moment
going to
was
go
so
with the time traveling thing. That
I
may not
love
work
what they
going
set up at the
forward.
end. I love because we didn't talk about the final episode. I feel like it happened before.
No, we talked about it with Trevor. Yeah.
With Trevor. Okay, so I didn't get to talk about it with you guys, but I will just say I liked because we already kind of know where they're going for the next season. They've come out and said that they're touching base on, and I'm here for it. I'm like, yeah, you guys have competently done this timeline. Let's jump to another. Let's go.
Yeah, there's no reason to think they can't. I mean, all the benefit of the doubt. But this first one at least made it into my number 4 slot because Richie. All right, Alberto, what you got?
Where are we?
Number
3, it's Daredevil.
Wow.
Yeah, I was skeptical that they were gonna ruin it, and they didn't. They kept it similar to what we were exposed on Netflix. So I know you boys have watched it. So I really did enjoy.
You should. It's good.
Nope.
Yeah,
there's one bad episode, and that was the holdover from before they shot the whole thing. There's only one bad episode. It's like in the middle because they did like here's just a separate tale. But other than that, it's
forgivable. Yeah, it's okay. So
Marvel TV's been so bad. I just assumed it was going to be bad, and
I'm a sucker for Daredevil. And
you say that, but Ironheart was on my honorable mentions. I loved Ironheart.
I didn't watch that one either because I'm like, Marvel TV's not great, but so I should watch them both. You say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daredevil, at least it stays loyal to what we saw on Netflix. So yeah, it's violent, it's gritty, it's really good. So the storyline
is John Bernthal, which is you can't go wrong with John Bernthal's Punisher.
So yeah. And so that's my number 3, boys.
Three. My number 3, I'm not sure if you guys have seen this. So this might be on your list, or if you have seen it. Severance season 2.
I've seen it. Yeah.
I love Severance. I love Severance season 2.
My honorable mentions.
Yeah, some people had issues with it. Some stuff that happened in that season. I had zero issues with it. There was one episode where I was like, "This is the weakest episode of them." But even
that's to be expected, and
every season's going to have one weaker episode than the rest, right? Mm-hmm. But I thought the ending was fantastic. I'm super stoked for wherever they go. I hope it doesn't take another 5 years for the next season to come out. I think it was actually like 3 years, but still, it's more than I want.
Still,
but Ben Stiller, hell of a freaking director.
No kidding. Yeah,
did not
all the way around. Love that show. Yep. It's on my list.
Okay. So yeah, there you go. Severance season 2. Yes.
Yep. Okay, number 3 for me, and this didn't even make my top 5. It was just honorable mentions until the past week and a half, and I've had some recommendations on my YouTube for deep dives into this, like, but what about this, and theories. So then I'm listening to all this shit, and I'm like, oh my god, this show is deeper. We always knew it was deep, and I'll tell you what.
Can I take a guess? Can I take a guess?
Yes,
is this Pluribus?
Oh yes, it's Pluribus.
Yeah. Okay, all right. That's on my honorable mentions.
Yeah,
Pluribus.
It made it to 3 because in the last week and a half, I've gone down the rabbit hole, and there's so much shit.
You put the aluminum. I
got to rewatch it. Yes, I put the hat in. There is a channel called Reel, REEL, and then dash LY. So Reel, as in movies or TV shows. Good reviews. And it's some girl, you don't see her face. She just puts photos up and deep dive stuff. Oh my God. She goes down rabbit holes and brings up shit that I'm like, holy crap, this show's way greater than that.
But is it are there things that are logical that make sense, or that
absolutely? And you wouldn't think about it until someone smart. I wouldn't think about it until someone smarter like her thinks about it and then tells me about it. And then I'm like, okay, this is great. So yeah, she dives into what her theory is on what the signal is, because it still plays significance. It has nothing to do with what we've talked about, like the aliens aren't controlled by the signal, but it still means something.
Mhm.
She goes nuts on it. And none of them are super long, so like 20, 30 minutes per video. And she'll dive into different aspects of Manusos, Carol, the one, whatever. But yeah, Pluribus wasn't even on the list because I'm like, it's good. Pacing's not so great. I'm sure it'll get better in the second season. And
That's
then
why it
really
didn't make
good
my
reviews
list.
convinced me. Yeah.
Vince Gilligan or shows tend to be like a slow start to set a good foundation. And then when the second season comes, it like repaints it in a different light. So I assumed that by the time the second season comes around, I'm going to be like, oh, season 1 is phenomenal. But it's already, I liked it enough that it was my honorable mentions. Like, I love that series. I enjoyed screaming at the TV, like, oh, Carol, stop. Carol, please just stop. Especially the final episode of that.
Oh, God, that was hard. Yeah.
But yeah.
But she ends up with an atom bomb because she's like, no, you're going to take me? The fuck you will. I will end this earth.
Yep.
Which is great. I really like the show, but once again, didn't make my top 5. Thank you. Really good reviews. If anyone wants to get totally hooked on the rabbit hole that is Pluribus, go watch her videos. Really good stuff. But that's number 3. Alberto, what is your number 2?
Welcome to Derry.
Okay.
Nice.
The reason why, CGI aside, okay, I think
it's a show. I give it more grace than a movie.
Yeah, but I think
the
we all
final
agree.
episode CG was great though. So I don't know what happened in the middle of.
Because it was not overexposed. I think they dealt with the lighting in a proper way, so you could pass through.
Yeah.
But that last episode was fantastic. I cried when Richie appeared and Flip literally like the first 10 minutes of that episode I think are one of the greatest scenes in horror cinema history. The part where he starts dancing in front and then that lights the whole school. And the storytelling, how they incorporate all the Stephen King verse into the story with The Shining and everything has kept me hopeful for something new that hasn't happened in a while. Because for example, I was watching on the way back here The Conjuring, and it's the new one, and it's basically a rehash of what they've done, and it's nothing new. It's the same scares and everything. This, even though we've been exposed to it for a couple of years now, and it felt fresh, it felt new. So, and hopeful in a way that I think we're all in for whatever happens next. Like you said, Tom, we're in for the next season or whatever this story takes us. And I would wish they would add more elements to the Stephen King universe to it. And I wish we could have a Dick Halloran series just by himself. So it was a very well done show, story wise, and at least it kept me all the way through to the very end. To the very credits when it rolled.
Nice.
So,
yeah, number 2. That's pretty high.
Yeah, for real. My number 2 is one we definitely talked about on the show. I don't think it made either of your guys' lists, but I got you guys both to watch it, so that was a big win for me. It was Dan to Dan season 2.
Yes,
that's my 6. That's my honorable mention. Yeah.
So I've read all of Dan to Dan to current. And seeing this stuff actually in like animation and seeing what they did with certain scenes, like the have you guys both watched all of season 2 at this point?
Okay. No, I'm halfway through.
I did.
Right. Yeah. Well, if you're halfway through, you've at least seen the rock concert that they have to kind of draw the spirit out. I have rewatched that scene specifically over and over again. That song plays almost every day when I'm in my car. I mean, I'm not in my car every day, but every time I'm in my car, I love it. Hunting Soul, like it's so good. What a good series.
You know which song has me the Sinner song when he starts and then the spirit starts appearing. That song has me hooked, brother. I kept playing and playing and playing. That one is fantastic. I know the feeling.
So, I knew anime was going to probably dominate my list, or at least animations, because Fiona and Kate and Dan to Dan. Shock, my number 1 is also anime, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Dan to Dan would have been honorable mentions. So I lost my notes, but if I could remember right, my honorable mentions were Dan to Dan, Marvel Zombies, Black Rabbit.
Zombies is
I
there.
love Marvel Zombies. That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
What was your third one?
Black Rabbit.
Okay.
Netflix, Jason Bateman and Jude Law. Another one that's really well acted and really beautifully shot, and the story is great. It's just really sad, also. So, watch a lot of sad shit. Which, yeah. So my number one, I guess we're down to that now. Number one.
No,
TV
you're number 2.
Oh, I'm on number 2. Well, number 2. This was almost number 1. Was Severance. Severance was number. Yeah, and it was number 1, and then I moved it around a few times. I'm like, no, this is one. No, this is one. No, this is one. And yeah, I didn't put number 2. It is one of the greatest shows. Apple TV continues to win. Yep. Almost everything they make, I thoroughly enjoy. I can't think of a show that I don't, honestly.
Can't wait for Shrinking to come back at the end of this month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Like Foundation is phenomenal. Shrinking's phenomenal. Silo's phenomenal.
Silo's good, yeah.
I love
Severance
Silo.
is phenomenal. Pluribus is phenomenal. I'm sure they have shows that aren't great, but the majority are
you've
really
yet
good.
to experience one yet. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Severance number 2. Absolutely love it. So now I guess we're on to number 1, but that'll be starting with you, Alberto. What's number 1? Best show of 25.
I Rebel. Andor.
Oh, Andor. Okay, Andor.
Andor season 2.
Andor is on my honorable mentions. I really enjoyed that season 2 a lot.
I Rebel. I won't go into politics to bring everybody's night, but yeah, it's so relevant. It's so Tony Gilroy knocks it out of the park.
He got to direct 4 movies basically for that, and all of them were great.
Yeah. So I don't know what to tell you, boys. I know you watched it. If you haven't watched it, it's Star Wars, and it's not even it's something else entirely. So it is what it is, and it's very, very relevant to what's going on. And again, like I said, I Rebel. So
it's perfect.
And they're for the win.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah. Andor proved to me that Star Wars, and I already knew this, you don't need lightsabers, you don't need Beskar armor.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell an incredibly compelling story in that universe with just the bureaucrats, and that is mind-blowing, right?
Yeah.
Before I say my number 1, I'm just going to really quickly throw my honorable mentions out there.
Yes, do it.
Because we've already talked about most of them. But I will say one that didn't, and I didn't think would get talked about, is one that surprised me. Is called Common Side Effects. It's another animated show. It's on HBO. And it is about the American pharmaceutical complex. Of all things. And it is compelling, hilarious, sad, and yet just all around amazing. So if you haven't heard of it or seen anything about it, just give it a shot. It goes crazy places, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do a season 2. But even if they don't, it kind of ends in a great way. So Common Side Effects, Andor, Pluribus, Welcome to Derry, and Ironheart are my other honorable mentions. With my number 1 being a landing stuck exceptionally well, My Hero Academia, the final season. Surprising nobody.
No, not at all. No. Anyone that follows Tom and watches his Instagram stories, they know.
I said earlier that I don't normally cry when I watch stuff. I teared up probably 3 or 4 times an episode during the final stretch.
An episode, that's awesome.
Wow,
an episode.
That's impressive.
It was done so well, and emotionally, the payoffs were. They elevated what was on the page when I was reading it 2 degrees. That when I was reading, I was like, okay, that was a good ending. Whatever, we're kind of moving. I mean, not whatever, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But watching it, I went through all of the emotions, the music, everything, to a T. I won't really say more because just watch it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really more than you said. Tom cried multiple times. It's got to be fucking great. So,
yep.
I guess that brings us to my number 1, which was also Andor.
Hey.
Yeah, for all the same reasons that you already mentioned, Alberto, and that you mentioned, Tom. You guys really summed it up perfectly. It's relevant, and it shows you that Star Wars does not need lightsabers and midichlorians to be great. And if you took away the title Star Wars, this would be great all on its own. So
sure,
Andor, absolutely. It moved around a couple times, but the way we've ended out the year and started the new year, it went right back to number 1.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
sorry for that.
Man,
sorry
my heart got so heavy when you said that. Yes.
Yeah, I'm so
Really
sorry.
did.
I was going to try not to do that. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll get into
Action
great
things.
things. Great things. Yes. Good things. Happy things. Action.
Toys. Yeah.
And this is going to be mostly you two, because I realized when trying to create a list, I have bought very few figures this past year, like surprisingly few. So I do have a top 5, and I think some of them came out in 25, but they may have came out in 24. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll allow it. I'll allow
So we'll
it.
see. Well, Alberto, you will know. You will know when they came out.
Are
But
they
yeah.
all Joy Toy Warhammer figures?
The majority, yes.
Oh, okay.
The majority.
Great.
That's about all I bought.
Is it back to me again? It's my
Yeah,
turn.
sure. Let's do it. Number 5.
Number 5.
Okay. Number 5 came down to 2 boys. And
Has them. He brought
yeah, I
visually.
have everything here. So yeah.
I did not do that.
This was initially going to be
I've seen
him, which is Metaurus. That came out
Metaurus,
recently. The only reason why he didn't make it is because they did not make him the same scale as the video game figure, so he's actually
What?
small. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
So
It's
I
annoying.
passed on that. So the title goes to Perturabo, Primer
Purdy.
Purdy.
Oh,
such
dude.
a-
What a
It's
crazy looking
cool.
figure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so intricate, so much good articulation, and I love him. It was gonna go to Angron, the big demon, but no. After I got this bad boy, I'm pretty hopeful for the rest of the Primarchs that are left that might come out. So he takes number 5, Joy Toy Perturabo, 1/18 scale, which does not look 1/18 scale.
No,
Yeah,
it's
so he looked huge.
big ass.
He's a demigod, so what am I gonna do? So yeah.
That's a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My number 5. I actually have 3 things written down here because I couldn't choose. I was like, I'll choose at the moment. So I'm going to say the 2 that I'm not going to choose, and then I'll say the 1. They're all Hot Toys for number 5. Spider-Punk was on my list. The 77 Spider-Man, which was a figure I never thought I'd ever see in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And holy crap, that blew me away. And I'm just so happy I have it. But what's going to take the number 5 spot is Wolverine. Because it is pick and choose.
Which one?
I don't care. It can be the brown suit or it can
He's
be
like,
the
which
yellow.
one?
I will say it's the tiger stripe one because that growing up was my favorite suit. Yeah, I love the brown suit one so much. It's over here. It's amazing that I like. Honestly, either one. I wrote just Hot Toys Wolverine because in my head, I put both of them in the same field.
Yeah.
The head sculpt is amazing. The seamless arms are so well done. That one specifically, he has that Hulk claw, which is freaking amazing. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. And now you have like third-party knockoff people trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Crazy. And also, the articulation range is nuts.
Yeah.
For a Hot Toy?
Yeah, you never see that. No.
Right. Because like way before I got the brown suit, which I got well before I got the yellow suit for some reason, I saw somebody pose it where he was crouched all the way down. And I'm like, this has to be fully edited. And then in the description, they're like, no, could you ever see a Hot Toy bend like this? I'm like, I have not. This is insane. So they went above and beyond on that. And thank the fucking God. It's like Wolverine, the Hugh Jackman Wolverine that we grew up with since like the 2000 movie.
Yeah.
In an actual costume and not just one. We got both classic comic costumes. And Hot Toys went above and beyond and gave you the ability to do something they didn't even do in the movie, where you could have the sleeveless arms with the shoulder pads. That should have been the look the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, Hot Toys Wolverine is my number 5.
I still want it. I'll get it one of these days.
You should get it.
Yeah. I know.
It's still up on Sideshow. You have points. So there you go.
All right, Jordan. Number 5.
Number 5 for me, and this you'll have to correct me, Alberto, because I got mine in 25, but I feel like it was a late 24 release. I don't know. You'll know. But that is Sanguinius. I will not get him out.
25.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Joy Toy Sanguinius, also a Primarch, so a demigod. Bigger than Perturabo that Alberto just showed, only because his wingspan is like
smaller. Actually, he's leaner and smaller, but has
the figure is smaller, but the wingspan is massive.
You've seen it. It's the big angel figure that I shot with the demon fighting in the air. That's Sanguinius. So it's
I would
basically
get him out, but he's behind a bunch of blood angels, and I'm
don't
not
go over 18 things. Yeah, no need to do that.
Yeah, Joy Toy, Primarch of the Blood Angels, Sanguinius, number 5 for me.
That's a good choice. He was there with Purdy, but yeah, Purdy took it. Yeah.
All right, Alberto, what's 4?
4 is the LPCC Batman from Arkham City. This fucking thing is fantastic.
Beautiful.
So it's articulated of the yin yang, has rolling eyes, has a face sculpt for Bruce Wayne, has all the accessories that he has in the game, wired cape, and it's just a joy to play around. I haven't shot it yet, but it's in my to-do list. But this thing is amazing Yamaguchi articulation stuff, and it's so very well painted and detailed and sculpted that it's just fantastic. So that's my number 4.
I would have bought that one, and I tried to when it first dropped, except for I have the amazing Yamaguchi one, but I know that one far better. One that you have.
I have the Yamaguchi. The Yamaguchi is good. It's not.
It is good, and that's why I was like, I don't need to kill myself to get the. I don't even know his LPZZ. They should have come up with a better name.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that one looks so much better. My number 4 is a Mezco figure, and it is their Silver Age Captain America.
Nice.
Because it is basically like a Jack Kirby figure come to life, and they like there's something about their classic, their new modern classic figures that just feel so good in hand, pose so well, look great. The smoothness of the suit, whatever material they're using, just works so well that it makes me so excited for all of their classic figures. I was going to put the Doc Ock on the list, but Captain America is a character that is near and dear to my heart. He's like my third favorite Marvel character of all time. So that one is just
nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. My number 4. Jeez, I got to remember because I lost my notes. I know my 1 and 2. I think number 4 was because this was also a re-release. So once again, Joy Toy, which will dominate the better half of my list because it's about.
I feel like I'm being quizzed.
You narrowed your focus of collecting.
Yeah, I did.
I feel like I'm being
very narrow. But Marnius Calgar version 2, the good version from Space Marine 2 was a 25 release. Yeah. I love the character and the lore. He's been really the Ultramarines Primarch for a long time until Gilliman came back. So he's done all kinds of crazy feats. He's a super important character.
He kind of still is. Gilliman just keeps fucking things up. So
he is the only person in the lore to have punched an avatar of Kane, killed it with a punch, which is fucking some anime level shit. Tom, just to put that in perspective.
Okay, Tom, an Avatar of Kane is an interpretation of a god which is molten metal and is as big as a fucking building. So, you know Marnius, you saw him in the video game. He punched a hole through his fucking chest. So there you go.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. But the Marnius Calgar, actually good version, because I have both versions, but the first one sucks. The good Marnius Calgar from Space Marine 2, that's number 4. All right, Alberto, number 3.
Number 3 is the Mythic Legions Barbarian. So I think you all boys have this one. I don't know if you picked it up from.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy with my Mezco Conan. So
I have a Mezco Conan too. I don't have that one.
None of you bought it from Legion? I'm surprised. I think in the age of a lot of Conans, with everybody swinging one out, I think Four Horsemen did a hell of a job with this one. They gave you the option either to be a He-Man, or I think the other one is.
I always thought of it as a He-Man. I didn't realize it was supposed to be a Conan as well.
Yeah, no, it has 3 wigs. It has a black, a red, and a blonde. So you could do a He. I shot it as He-Man. Sean has been shooting.
You and Sean have shot it.
Yeah, and I think they put a 3-in-1 in a package, and it articulates well. I think it's one of the top figures. It's a shame it was only a show exclusive, and it's still a lot of people trying to track it down, and the prices are up there. Yeah, but I think and I wanted to bring Four Horsemen into the fold because I think they're starting to do a really good job, especially after Necronominus with the knights and all that stuff. So, but that figure is pretty fun to play around with. So that would be my number 3.
My number 3 is because of it's a big nostalgic pick for me. Growing up, this was one of my favorite characters, and I've always wanted a figure of it. And not only did we get a figure of it, but we got honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better one. And it is the Mafex Superboy from the 1990s Return of Superman line. That Superboy figure is the figure I have been dreaming about since I was but a wee teen, 30 fucking years ago, because I'm an old goddamn man. So yeah, that lives on display next to my TV. I've yet to shoot it. I've yet to do anything with it, but I stare at it daily because it is right there, and I see it every day, and it just makes me happy.
Yeah.
And it poses really well, and he has a leather jacket, and it's soft goods, and it's awesome.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, that's all that matters. That is the whole point of action figures. It makes you happy.
It makes me ungodly happy. While the world falls to shit, I have a Superboy figure that makes me happy, damn it.
Yes. Take it.
All right, number 3, Jordan.
Oh, man, I feel like I should make something up that's not Joy Toy and Warhammer, but like we've talked about on previous top figure shows at the end of a year, I feel really bad. I don't know. I can't do a favorite figure if I don't own it. I could make this list easily of figures that I've just seen, whether you guys photograph or others photograph. But
mine are all figures I own. I'm just like you, because it could look great, but it could pose like shit, and therefore I don't want to say anything about it unless I have it.
Correct. Great example of that being, and I've talked about it ad nauseum, but I took another picture of it this week, and it's the fucking worst figure I have, and that is the Golden Suit Aquaman. It's so fucking bad. Yeah. But without my monitor, I can only do portraits right now. So I'm like, what figures are only portrait worthy? So I ended up with that, and I'm frustrated. I don't get angry very easily. I was angry. I grabbed the figure at one point and just went and squeezed it because it fucking sucks. It's a terrible figure. I hate it.
Aquaman is sitting next to this Black Manta right here because none of those Aquaman figures looked worthy of being on my display.
I passed on him. I don't have an Aquaman, so yeah, I'm good.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Now the one from Justice League isn't well articulated. It's fine. It's good Aquaman.
I still like the suit though.
The gold suit.
Yeah, it's what a weird color. It's like patinaed.
Yes, it's hard to shoot for me as well. Anyway, got sidetracked.
Joy Toy.
My number, what are we on? 3? Yeah. That would be another Joy Toy. Oh, surprise, surprise.
I'm being quizzed, I swear. What?
No. This one I know came out.
Okay, thank God.
It came out recently, and that is Joy Toy Horus Heresy, not 40K, Constantine Valdor.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Leader of the Adeptus Custodes, probably the Yellow King.
Yeah. A big golden.
Some people know.
Yeah.
No, I just love this. Leader of the here's long name.
Yeah.
From the long name. He does the long name thing with another long name. I was just it's really funny because it's like playing the noun game to me. It's there he is.
He must be like these two dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love how
fucking nerds.
These fucking Warhammer.
Hey, I get it. I like the video games a lot. So I think they're cool.
So me?
That's 3. Mm-hmm.
Well, now we get into Hot Toys territory, and this one, it came down to 4 figures, which the rest are on the honorable mentions. One was Brown Suit Wolvie that we showcased already.
That's an honorable mention.
Yeah, honorable mention. Wednesday also, I think they did a fantastic job with that figure from head to toe. Which is over here just in case.
I was supposed to get that figure from them, but she came in too late.
So, fantastic figure. Everything is, very well done. From
why'd you look up her skirt while you said that? Everything is very well done.
Let's edit that part out.
That's the title of the show.
I was looking at the boots, dude.
This thing is very well done.
It came down to this, and with the figure that made number 2, the only reason why this did not make it is because of that crunch.
Yep, I get it.
But
what a gorgeous figure to shoot, though.
It is. It has a hell of a presence. It's fantastic, and it's one of my favorite Batman version ever. But it came down to the one and only, and I don't think it'll be a surprise to anybody, but Victor Bond.
Yeah.
Hell fucking.
This is a fantastic fucking 1/6 figure. I fell in love since I saw it up for pre-order, and they did not disappoint. Everything is so well sculpted, so well detailed. Everything is dry brushed, oiled. The chainmail looks like an actual chainmail. You get
right. It's insane. It's fabric. It's fabric, which is crazy. Wow. You can leave him posed and not worry about it.
Yeah, and you have mask options for vintage, for Kirby, for Secret Wars, for modern versions you like. It comes with a Darkhold for the special edition. It comes with a base with a gargoyle and flags and everything, and it's just fun. The only gripe I have is that the faceplate underneath has no scars and no fists. Yeah, that's the other thing.
Well, Doom. There are variations of Doom. Sometimes he has no scars and he wears a mask because he's vain. Mm-hmm. So it's okay that there's no visible scars to me there. But I get what you're saying.
The other fucking crazy thing, he has movable eyes underneath there. Yeah, so you can move the eyes. Wow. So Hot Toys should keep doing more comic book iterations of characters because they're doing a hell of a fucking job with it. So.
That's the main one I wanted to get. Like I look back over the years, 1/6 releases. I'm like, I'm fine. Yeah, but that one, I want that one.
Well, if it helps, my number 2 is Jordan, Alberto. Can you pull that back out again? My number 2 is Hot Toys comic book Dr. Doom. This figure was funny enough, the very first figure Hot Toys ever sent me when they first asked me to be their one of their bloggers. So I got this one for months, and you don't understand how hard it was to keep the fact that I had that figure and how good that figure was a secret for months before it came out, because I've had that since August, and I don't think the pictures went up until October. So it was like for months where I was like, I had shot it like hundreds. I couldn't put it down, and I posed it as everything Alberto said. The articulation is fantastic. The movable eyes. It gave me so many options to play with for photos that I never got sick of shooting it, and it blows me away. And also, what Alberto said is they should do more comic stuff, because the first one that they came out with under the comic banner is a banger. It's like what a great one, right? It's like, I guess technically the first one would have been that Spider-Man, which I actually didn't like, but. I'm considering the Dr. Doom as their actual.
Yeah. Well, didn't they also do that Iron Man, but it had the plastic that you couldn't remove?
That was an artist. That was based on a specific artist, so it wasn't technically a comic book.
I got you.
That was like they listed the artist's name, that it was like based on his take on it. Yeah. That's not it. But yeah, it's so good. I didn't cancel my pre-order of it because I wanted one pristine that I will keep pristine
in
my storage unit forever, I guess. All right, Jordan, Joy Toy makes it to number 2.
No. So we're into the only 2 6-scale figures I bought. I was very sorry. But they ended up as number 1 and 2.
Nice.
So number 2 is InArt Legolas. He's also over there. He finally came in. I just got him like right before Christmas from Kit.
I wanted to.
I opened him.
Yeah. So shamefully, I haven't opened.
Mine is in a box.
I just opened him. and put him on the shelf. So he's not posed. He's not futz. That I'd grab him, but he's just, But I messed around with him enough, and just looking at him out of the package and having the other in-art figures that I have, they continue to totally change the game for me in the 6 scale world. Are they? I'm asking myself more and more. Are they worth the extra? I still don't know.
The
they
rooted
are
hair
worth
and whatnot.
Yes, they are worth the value. The root. If you were to have, I have had rooted customs done. It costs a fortune. They are well worth what they cost. What they retail for, they're 100% worth it. They're worth more than retail. But for me, am I okay with hot toys of certain figures, or maybe so? Superman being one of those. So I'm going to think more about buying in art in the future. But as far as the Lord of the Rings line, I'll buy them all. And
it's
so
amazing
far,
to see. It's amazing to see the Lord of the Rings stuff next to what else we've had, which is just Asmus, really, and how much different the in-art. Like, it is worth it because Asmus is charging comparable to Hot Toys, and so like that's kind of what your value is, right? In that, so when in-art is like, that's going to be like twice the price, but then you put it next to it, and you're like, oh, this is twice as good as what's coming before it. Yeah, for sure. Like that. Thank you for also bringing that up, because that reminds me I have to pay off my Thorin.
Mine is already on the way. I already paid him.
I just didn't pay him because I didn't have money when he asked for it.
Yeah, I haven't paid mine off yet either. And Kit is not a patient man, so I'll have to get on that.
Oh, thank you, because I have not. This is my first time not paying immediately when he sends the email. I'm like, $400 and something is a lot out of the blue.
I got 3 in a row. I got Snape. I got, what was the other one? I had to cancel and a hot toy. I don't remember what. I emailed them and said, I'm not in. Keep the deposit. I'm not, because it was going to be like $1,200 in Christmas. And no, I said, I will pay for it. Do not cancel. Do not cancel Thorin. And he sent me the invoice quick, and I paid for that one. So get it out of the way.
Yeah, I got the invoice when you guys sent it around the group chat that we're all part of. Same thing.
He will probably be my number one of next year. This year.
Yes,
that figure looks damn incredible. And I didn't think you could beat the Asmus one, because honestly, of all of the Asmus figures,
it's so good.
That one is okay. No, wait, actually, Gimli is amazing. But Thorin and Gimli are like both so good. I didn't think you could top it. But then seeing the pictures of the production of that one, oh my god.
Yeah, Gimli is my placeholder with the Asmus display for the release. Legolas and Aragorn, so, but Gimli it's really good figure. So.
All right,
number
one,
2.
Alberto.
Oh, that's me. Okay. Well, like Tom expressed earlier on, there's things that you never think that they're gonna make figures of in your lifetime that you really want them to make figures. They made some sort of figures or statues or stuff, but I never thought I would hold this and that they would make such a fantastic figure. But this is my number 1 figure of the year. Is
that Durotan?
No, this is Grom Hellscream, you heretic.
Forgive while my Warhammer knowledge is high, it's not.
Well, with no Warhammer knowledge, I thought his full name was whatever the hell heretic. This is his full name.
No, this is back from the Warcraft PC games before they went whatever.
I love the original Warcraft games so much.
So this is the chief of the Warsong clan, and I spoke to Sean. I said, because Sean was tracking this down for a while, and I said, this is going to be my top 5 of the list in the show. He said, good choice. So this is such a fun figure, and cool. The articulation is fantastic. It has soft goods. It comes with a ton of things, and it's just, I have it every time I walk past it. I pick it up and I start, because it's that fun of a fucking figure. So, and it's one of my favorite characters in video game history of all time. So I never thought I would have something done this well and fantastic. So this is a dream come true in my figure collection. So this is my number 1 figure of the year. So.
Excellent choice. He looks really cool.
It's a fantastic figure. Yeah,
I love those. Man, I wish that Blizzard was in the place where they would be making new classic style Warcraft games or new classic style even StarCraft games, because I would play those. I'd never want to get into WoW, because not because I think it's bad, just because I know I'd lose myself to something like that.
That's why I never went into it. Yeah.
Same. I purposely stayed away because I knew it would become bad. Because I remember even in college playing Warcraft 3 and like playing more than I should be when I should be working. So I was like, okay, nope, not going to get into this new massive MMO thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
I tried it for one day. I got a free trial. I tried it and I played so much that when I looked out the window, the sun had come up. I said no, and I put it away and never touched it again. So
funny story that happened. That exact thing happened to me in high school when The Sims, the very first Sims game, came out. I sat down, had that on my computer, and my friends were like, "Oh, hey, let's go!" Like we were supposed to meet up that night for like dinner and then going out, and like going bowling and like having fun and all this stuff. I like sat at the computer, like missed all the calls because back then there were no texts. It was all AIM or whatever. And I skipped like all of that stuff and just lost myself to The Sims. Then I went back to Electronic Boutique the next day and returned it. I'm like, get this out of my life because it's going to ruin my life. So
that's great, because I have a very similar story. Well, it's the exact same thing as you guys, except I didn't return it. I have no regrets for accidentally wasting like 20 straight hours, and that was Mass Effect 3.
Okay.
I took the day off work.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I played it for like 20 hours straight. I still despise the ending, but I don't regret that time. That was good time. Good time.
Well, good. As long as you don't just like regret the time you spent with it, then it was worth it, right?
Not at
you
all.
have those memories, and that's why it's good.
Love it. Yep.
So my number one. Yeah, my number one is another. It's a dream figure, but it's more of a relatively recent dream figure, and a lot of figures have been made of this character. But this is the company that I wanted from day one to do it. And not only did they do it, they did it in a way that showed how bad all the other ones before had done it. And that is the SH Figure Arts Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia, otherwise known as Deku, the main character. And it is an incredible figure. The articulation is wild. I did hear from other people that subsequent runs have had some issues here or there. So other people like didn't think it was as good. And I'm like, mine, I got the very first one. Great. And I have 3 copies of that figure now. And I will say, out of the 3 copies I do have, one of them is what other people have said, but I customized that one, so it's fine. But that figure is like a dream come true. It's fantastic. And that line becoming a thing got me in a place where somehow, I don't know how my life is even real at points where I got to sit down with the guy who runs that line and ask him questions while I was in Japan and talk with him and gush about stuff and like learn about. I know the entire next year and a half of figures that are coming out for that line, but I have to keep it all under wraps. It's like, but it's, man, what a dream. It's like living that dream, just getting these figures.
Right.
They're doing such a great job.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is the guy who's in charge of that line is as big of a My Hero Academia fan as I am. So we were just, even though we had a translator sitting between us, we were just shooting the shit talking about stuff from My Hero Academia for like an hour before we even started recording. Because
that's awesome.
We just got to talk about the show. It was such a blast.
That is awesome. And it's so cool how, I mean, with all 3 of us, it all comes back home to our number one is something that's near and dear to our heart for whatever reason, and is not only a great figure, but also has sentimental value. And for me, and I think every year they've made a figure, it's been number one. But that is Lim Toys Nathan Drake.
Lim Toys is the company you want to do whatever character from whatever video game it is.
Yes.
They go above and beyond.
Yep. It is, I mean, I've got Arthur, Drake. No, I guess that's the only 2. They made another one. They made Marsden.
Yes.
I did not get him, but yeah. Anyway, between Arthur and Drake, they are phenomenal figures. And they're in the vein of InArt, where every single little detail
the sweat and that figure.
Yeah, there's sweat, there's blood, there's weathering. You have 1,000 accessories. That's the best thing that they do.
Yeah, the accessories.
Every accessory. Yes, really which I love that. So many accessories. And Lim Toys, Arthur Morgan, and Nathan Drake are the only 2 6-scale figures I have, to my knowledge, that I have not broken. so they are durable. They're durable. I haven't broken any
I
of the
will
pieces.
say-
Nothing.
They're durable to a point, and I'm only saying that because my Arthur Morgan, his spurs, have snapped.
Oh, I never
those
put them on.
those things are so super.
I was afraid of that.
Fragile. Yeah, that's it.
So I never put them on. Yep.
Well, such great, like that figure, that Nathan Drake looks so good though. I played 1 and 2. Did I play 3? I can't remember if I played the third one. But like I really enjoyed those games a lot. But never to the point where it's like I desperately need to spend like $300 on a figure or something like that. But that one looked so good that I considered it for a long time because I just love
if you can carve out the time to finish that series, it is like playing a movie. Even if you don't have the time, like you could watch the cutscenes and it would still be phenomenal. But you know, the experience is part of playing the game.
The experience is.
What
a mass murderer Nathan Drake is, though. Jesus.
Oh, hell yeah.
Countless people. Countless.
I've gotten so many trophies for headshots
and grenades and
he's still just like smiling and quipping his way through while shooting like hundreds of people in the face.
It's phenomenal.
He's a global mass murderer, yeah.
But it's everything I like as a kid. As a kid, nothing. I think my number one thing as a kid was Indiana Jones. Like that was my thing. That whole adventuring and history and the mystery of all archaeology. So then I grow up and I play Uncharted, which is just Indiana Jones for a different generation. So it has between Indy and Drake, that is totally my jam. And I wish Lim Toys would make an Indy, even though I will say Hot Toys new Indiana Jones looks fucking perfect.
Yeah,
they're looking great.
I have the old the last one they did, and it's pretty fantastic. It's all leather.
Well, that's where they showed how good they are at doing Harrison Ford, right? Both old Harrison Fords that they've done, Star Wars or Indiana Jones, were phenomenal. I'm like, well, why can't they do it this good when they do the young Indiana? And then, holy shit,
and then they did it.
They nailed it. Yep.
But I will wait for Raiders because I want the Raiders look. So the temple looks great. I'm fine with this one. I'll wait for Raiders, but looks great.
I'm a sucker for Temple. I think I'm gonna go for Temple of Dooms.
Yeah,
I'm hoping they offer me to shoot it. That's what I'm.
Yes,
that
they absolutely could.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with watching the Indiana Jones movies. I don't know why. Like I think because I have an older sister. My older sister at that like young age kind of set the tempo, and we were very much in Star Wars and stuff like that. That I never really watched it. So my real connection to Indiana Jones is like the 100 hours I put into that recent game that just came out that I really enjoyed.
My experience was in reverse because I grew up with Indiana, but I didn't not start with Raiders. I started with Temple of Doom. So my go-to initial was Temple of Doom. So I always
I saw them in order. Like Temple came out first. That's what I saw first.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. We did our top 5s and then some of the year. It only took an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, it took a long ass time. And most of it, I feel like we were all frozen. So it's going to be fun to listen to and hard to watch. So I apologize to anyone that is watching.
We didn't do a third section. So a third of the year.
No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to spend any more time because I got more pictures.
I know.
Yeah, you got shit to do. Guys, thank you. It's hard to fucking believe we've been doing this for 5 months. Can you believe that? 5 months? Because this is what, episode 21? Yeah.
I can. Yeah. It's been fun.
But no, it's been fun. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. I think that's going to wrap up.
I was really excited during vacation to come back and do this show because with the list.
Good, man.
I enjoyed the list. And I also want to know if anyone listens to the show regularly enough that they want to comment on the video, post your number ones of the 3 categories that we went through, because I want to know what other people are thinking of their favorite movie, their favorite show, favorite figure, that kind of stuff. I think I see a lot of favorite figures just because of the community that we're all a part of on Instagram, but I don't know what people like in terms of movies or shows and stuff like that. So
no, cool. And that's another reason that we kind of started doing this. Like everyone that we know in the social media space is focused around figures and things like that. So, but we're all into pop culture and nerdy things and TV and shows. So I thoroughly enjoy knowing people's opinions. So yes, drop it in the comments and tell us if you agree with ours or you think we're fucking nuts.
We're fucking idiots.
No, don't tell us we're nuts because everything you have personal opinions and stuff. So everybody's right.
Very true. Very true. Yes. Very true. All right, guys. That's gonna do it. Thanks everyone for watching. Do all the obligatory YouTube things, please. Like, comment, subscribe. And we will catch you on the next one. Until next time, thank you, Sensei.